welcome to episode 8 of the PlayStation Enthusiast Podcast. I'm finally back. My name is Brett Medlock. I'm here today with Himanshu Talwar. What's up?
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
And Josh Brant.
What is up, Brett? You sound ghastly, but we'll go with it, man. I hope you feel
good. I'm a little sick still. Apparently I was sick for like 3 episodes, but I've actually
was
only
it
been
3
sick
episodes?
for a few days.
Sure you were sick?
How many episodes did I miss?
We could get by. I think you missed, was it 3?
3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah, I think
3,
it was. We were rudderless without you, man. I mean, we had Mario and Himanshu jumping back and forth hosting. It was a
Yeah, it was weird. I promise I listened to the first 10 minutes of all the episodes that I missed.
Just while you were editing our names in, that's it.
Exactly. And I listened to the first 10 seconds and the last 10 seconds.
Hopefully we didn't disappoint you in those few seconds of enjoyment.
I want to go through and listen to them, and I also want to throw out there that we did have our first couple episodes on iTunes. They're still up, but now we have to go through some type of rigmarole to keep all the episodes on there weekly. So we'll get to that sooner or later. It just might take a minute.
Or a year.
But until then, you can keep listening to the newer episodes on iTunes forever.
Yeah, or you can keep listening to episode 6 and 7 on iTunes.
Yeah, just listen to it over and over again.
Yeah, over and over.
Put it on loop. Play it in your shower. Think about me while you're in the shower.
That's what I do.
Oh,
all right, to the PlayStation news.
Rub that bald head.
Which head? All right.
Christ.
All right.
Too far, man.
To the PlayStation news, damn it.
Wait, is there news, Brett?
There is no news.
No news.
We only have small little news stories like about the PlayStation Neo rumors and some Resident Evil 7 stuff that just broke today. Apparently, Resident Evil 7 is going to get announced at E3, and it's going to go back to its roots with horror and sort of like a reboot type thing.
Really?
Cool.
It's about time if they really do that.
Yeah, I mean, they said the same thing about Resident Evil 6. They said it was going to go back to its roots, and only like one campaign in the whole game had some horror elements.
Right, it was like in its roots of action, like back to Resident Evil 5 again, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. Resident Evil, the new games in the series get a lot of crap. I still enjoy them for what they are, but I'm excited for what's to come if it goes back to how the old games were.
Yeah, hopefully they do away with the whole tank control, like isometric perspective of like the remake, because as great as a game as that was, they just need to really redefine what horror is again. This is the definitive series for that.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to go back and play the old ones. I actually like what they did with Resident Evil 6. There's since I replayed it because I reviewed it last month or something. They have some segments where you're like walking through an area and it'll go from third person to like a set camera angle, like somewhere else in the room, and you'll see yourself walking from a distance. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like the Leon. I think you're referring to that part in Resident Evil 6. I hear that was the best part of the game, playing that. And I liked how they did some of the co-op. Like, I just remember, I didn't finish the game at all or even come close, but there was like this co-op part where you like had 6 other people join in and that you fought like this huge boss. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway.
Other than that.
Resident Evil 7, hopefully at E3. We'll probably talk more about E3 later this episode. But now we're going to move on quickly to new PSN releases. Take it away, Himanshu. Quiet, Himanshu.
Yeah, so this is the new release list for May 17th. The first game on the list is Cubicolor, coming to PS4 digitally. Immerse yourself in the world of Cubicolor. Armed only with your logic and your cube, Move through the 150 levels, outwitting the traps in the system, an evil, scheming entity, to confront the machine and pass the test. Will you achieve the highest score? The next game, Homefront: The Revolution, coming to PS4 digital retail. Homefront: The Revolution is an open-world first-person shooter where you lead the resistance movement and wage guerrilla warfare against a superior military force to ignite the revolution. The dynamic, evolving world responds to your actions as an oppressed nation rises up in defiance against the occupation.
I was intrigued by that game, but it sounds like it's not getting good reviews. So
yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't
there.
seem like it's
Yeah,
running where
I was
very
hoping
well.
to hear good stuff about Homefront.
The next game is Letter Quest Remastered, coming to PS4 and PS Vita digital. That is cross-buy. Ever wondered what would happen if you crossed Scrabble with an RPG? Now you don't have to, because Letter Quest is here. Help Grim and Rose, a couple of adorable Grim Reapers, defeat monsters, ghouls, evil bunnies, and more using the power of words. I thought this game already came out.
It's been out.
It
was
came
out for
today,
the.
didn't it?
Well, yeah, it came out today, but it was also for the Xbox One last month, and then the PC before that. But yeah, my review will be up after we get off of this because I forgot to post it for today. So you can read it at PlayStationenthusiast.com.
Awesome.
The next game is Life Goes On: Done to Death, coming to PS4 digitally. Life Goes On is a comically morbid platformer where you guide heroic knights to their demise and use their dead bodies to solve puzzles. On your quest to find the Cup of Life, you will summon knight after knight to be brutally sacrificed. In Life Goes On, death is not a setback, it's only a means to success.
Cool.
Next game, My Night Job, coming to PS4 digitally. Black Knight, an abandoned mansion, and a bunch of monsters. Sounds like the perfect job. Players will have to use a variety of weapons to save their skin and master the challenge of leading survivors to safety, while also defending the building from invaders. Use more than 60 weapons, from vases and floor lamps to chainsaws, shotguns, and ginormous hammers.
It's like Home Alone, the
Yeah.
medieval version or something. That's cool.
Sounds cool.
Perfect Universe, coming to PS4 digitally. Perfect Universe is a collection of 9 game modes with both single and local multiplayer options varying in complexity, all tied together with a beautiful art style and highly detailed environments. That tells you nothing. Great.
Yeah.
Rugby League Live 3, coming to PS4, PS3 digital.
Yes.
It's footy season. And this is I don't even know what that means.
Footy season.
It's footy season, and this is Rugby League Live 3 featuring Be a Pro mode, fan hub, player sharing, a dynamic tacking system, and action replay. This is like reading a different language. Plus all 2014 to 2015 rule changes, updates to current 2015 rosters, and team uniforms.
This
Cool.
is the real football we need. Yes.
I don't know what rugby is. I don't want to know.
All you do is tackle people.
It's basically hockey with your feet, like, right?
Hockey with your... I
Not
thought that
really.
was
It's more-
soccer.
it's more
No,
like-
no, like,
it's
like
more-
you're
No, it's more
running
like
on your feet
football.
instead of skating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more like football though. I don't know the rules. Like, you can like pass behind you, and I don't know. You're given these huge man grip things and toss the football around, and yeah, it sounds like a grand old.
Is there plays, or do you just kind of like keep going like soccer?
You keep going, I think, until you're people try to tackle you, and as you get tackled, you can throw it up in the air and let your team catch it and continue on. Or I know there's penalties, like I said, where they get in like these big huddles and then the ball just pops out. It's really cool. It's really cool looking. I have no clue how you play it, but but you can play the video game now.
Is it on Vita?
No.
I don't care.
could.
Move on.
The next game is Shadow of the Beast, coming to PS4 digitally. Explore the alien landscape of Care Moon, a world filled with beauty, brutality, and mystery, on a lone quest to overthrow the malevolent tyrant Maltoth, something. Survive epic boss battles and tackle hordes of enemies in ferocious, adrenaline-fueled action. Develop abilities with skill points earned from the death of your opponents, unlocking increasingly brutal moves as you draw power from the blood of your foes.
I hear that the 1989 version of that game is included if you buy the release.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The new release, so that's pretty cool.
We also heard that the game is not very good. So, yeah. We could read some... Yeah, I think Polygon gave it a 3, from what I understand. So, yeah, beware. Shadwen, coming to PS4 digitally. Shadwen is a stealth action game where the only rule is to remain unseen. Stay hidden or the ruthless guards will kill you on sight. Shadwen, an assassin, has a chance encounter with an orphan girl, Lily. Lily follows Shadwen on her dangerous journey, but when guards get too close, Shadwen must take the action right in front of Lily's eyes.
I think I covered that in the news story, but you had me at stealth gameplay, so I'm gonna have to check this out.
And they lost me at stealth, so I will not check that out.
I don't really like stealth that much, unless it's like good.
Like Metal Gear Solid, guns blazing stealth.
I think Uncharted 4 actually did it pretty
well.
Yeah,
I really like the way Uncharted 4 does it.
Yeah.
Uncharted 4 does everything good. Except
I don't know about that.
It's one thing that annoyed me was the random button changes that are different from the rest of the series.
Yeah, that was stupid, especially after playing all of them with, sequentially.
I was
just like, wait, I have to relearn this whole game now?
Yeah, I was like collecting trophies in the old ones, and then I turned it on and started playing 4, and it's like tiny stuff, like you can't you can't punch and then block like with triangle anymore. You have to roll out of the way. Like it's completely pulls you out of the experience. Like if you're in the middle of a fist fight and you're in the way you dodge a punch is to jump and roll.
And the grenade change to R1 instead of L1.
Yeah,
that really threw me off multiple times.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah,
and now
but Mario liked it because it's a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I still agree with that, but there's also if you jump down on enemies, you don't press square to jump down on them anymore. You just jump,
you just jump and it does it automatically.
And that was a confusing choice because still in the multiplayer it's square.
Did everyone else cut out?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, we can talk more about Uncharted 4 later.
Yeah.
we're still here, man.
Find out.
We
more
love Uncharted 4 so much.
Spoilercast.
Yeah. Hear more.
Soft Body is coming to PS4 digitally.
How many games is there?
There are a lot of games this week.
Dude.
A nice change from last week where we had 3 games. Now there's 10,000. Soft Body is a meditative action game where you control 2 beautiful gooey snakes at the same time.
Skip.
In the game, you paint the world with your body, and as you do so, the world changes around you and reveals new obstacles and challenges. Although the action is tense, the mood and aesthetic are contemplative and calm. Cool. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, coming to PS4 digital and retail.
What'd you score that?
Oh yeah. Scored it 8.5 out of 10.
You had that game for so long before it came out.
Yeah, we had that game for
I had that game for
months.
2 months before the embargo came out. It was like the easiest game to review in time ever.
Did Sega publish
As a lesson to publishers, everyone should do that. Everyone, please.
Yes. Save us.
Did Sega publish it?
I think it's Atlas, right?
Atlas and Sega are kind of one.
Atlas, but Sega, but Sega is the main.
Yeah, they give us all of our codes early. It's so much better.
Yeah. Like with Odin Sphere.
Yeah, with Odin Sphere.
Nice.
And with Persona 4 Dancing All Night, I got that like 2 months early. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a Hatsune Miku code?
Is it
Please say
Sega
yes.
/ Atlas?
It's Sega.
Then most likely.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna let Josh
Oh
review.
my god.
You just
No.
You just I give this
My
game
dreams, they
a
built up
5
they
out
built
of
up
7.
right there, and then I just it's like when you're jumping in Uncharted and you just miss the ledge. And you're like, damn it, I have to play that entire thing again.
Yeah.
I won't take away your erection, Himanshu, okay? So
Himanshu, if you happen to get a spare Blood and Wine code, let me get that code.
You know what?
He took-
I
well, he
will.
took
I'm
his
actually
I thought you took yours down for it.
I'm gonna request it because I'm curious to know how Evolve actually works. Is it like, do you know if it's manual? We can cut this out of the podcast, by the way. This will be exclusive for anyone who's.
It's not that
Speaking
big a deal.
live.
People who are like interested in this business might be interested to know how
Yeah.
this stuff works.
Sure. But
Yeah, so
you have to have a
I guess-
dedicated. Well, I was just gonna say you have to have a dedicated place you're writing from, and it has to be
Right.
authentic. Like I'm sure they research your reviews and mine, and that's how you get involved with it. Like I said, it'd be nice to have a PlayStation Enthusiast.com email. I think that would
Oh
help.
yeah, I'm gonna. Josh has to make those, but he's been slacking a little bit.
Jason, rather.
You can. Yeah, I mean Jason. I said Josh.
It's Josh. I was like, what? What do I mean?
Josh, you have to make everybody's.
What?
Anyway,
What you didn't
computer
know is the
illiterate
power to make
person
PlayStation
here.
Enthusiast emails lies within you.
I'm gonna tell Jason to do that. Hopefully he
But yeah.
does it.
Anyway, that site is really cool because they have certain developers or publishers that are part of the site, and they can just put their games up there. And, it'll
Yeah.
say new review code here, and then you just put in for it what system. You can leave a little note, a blurb of what you write for. Yeah, it's really pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check it out. See if I can get Brad another code.
Awesome. I want to play that so bad. Did you play
Yeah, me
Hearts
too.
of Stone, Josh?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's
Is
a
it
good
worth
one.
getting? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
game
mean-
was so fantastic. Yeah.
If you liked the funny like romantics / like fable like jokes, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
then you'll like the DLC because there's a
See-
lot of like corniness and like funny stuff.
The Witcher 3 is already so huge, I was like, I don't really need this DLC. But this
Yeah.
new Blood and Wine sounds so much better that I want to play it.
Yeah, I just Hearts of Stone. I like doing the missions that actually have like full-fledged like cutscenes, like the main campaign did in the regular
Yeah.
game. And Hearts of
Right.
Stone has that. I haven't done all the side missions. That's just impossible. But I like doing the main stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
fantastic game.
where were we?
Yeah.
Anyway, we still have not finished the drop yet. So Valkyria Chronicles is coming out. That's good. It's more Valkyria Chronicles for you. Vev Viva X Vivo is coming to PS4 digital. Vev Viva X Vivo is a unique pick-up and play action game with puzzle and survival elements. Players take control of virtual eukaryote visualizer, a single-celled artificial life form which allows them to explore 4 distinct microscopic environments: freshwater, soil, blood, and cerebrosal spinal fluid.
What are
Just
you
as a
saying?
heads up, I dropped out of biology.
Half of these
What in the
explanations of
world?
these games, I don't understand half of the words.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this before on a different podcast, but the PR guys for a lot of these games, and I know Vev seems like a pretty small game. It probably doesn't have a lot of PR guys, but and it's probably just the developer writing that blurb. But you need to understand that we haven't been there for the 2 years that you made your game. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a degree in biology. I have no clue what these words mean. You should probably explain those things.
Yeah, but they could
sell the game to us.
Me to write a little thing for like $5, and I would have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They just
send me an email, you indie devs.
Yes, please just sell us your game. Don't. That's the main draw of this. But.
Exactly.
Is that the last game?
The last game is Wild Arms 3 from PS2 coming to PS4.
Oh,
Digital.
I was like, a new Wild Arms?
Yeah, I was confused.
Experience Wild Arms 3 on PS4. Desolate wastelands and eroded memories are the remains of a dying world. Sparse settlements provide protection from the harsh environments. Few dare to roam beyond the town's boundaries. The ones that do are proclaimed drivers. The ones that survive are heralded as legendaries.
I like what they do with the PS2 games. They actually
they do a really good
trophies,
job.
Make them look a little prettier.
Yeah, I played like Bully for like an hour. That was pretty awesome to play on the PS4.
I think they should add PS2 games to the PlayStation Plus stuff.
That's a good idea, but they probably won't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. People would get pretty angry about that, I think.
If it's like
they're already up in arms.
like a critically praised game, and they might not get mad.
Maybe. I would be mad.
That'd be awesome. How would you be mad?
You're mad at everything.
I would be very mad. You know what I want? I want the Kingdom Hearts games on PS4.
Aren't they coming?
No. That's so bad. No.
No, I think it's a good idea.
On PS3.
They would sell
I still have
loads of those games.
Wait, didn't they announce like Dream Drop Distance and stuff on consoles? Was that on PS3?
That was on PS3.
It's on PS3.
Yes.
What the
I have
hell?
both of them.
That is weird.
Yeah, they're all on PS. Once they make an official Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement, they will bring those games over to the PS4.
I mean,
They have
love
to.
them ports.
They have to.
Yeah, I mean, Square Enix does like their ports. That is true, but we don't know. I don't. They've been really weird with the Kingdom Hearts franchise, so I don't know if they will.
I think they will.
Who knows what Square Enix does?
They're gonna build up the Kingdom Hearts 3 hype. Whenever that game comes out in 2048, they're gonna release the collection in 2047.
No.
You'll have gray hair. You'll have a gray beard.
I'll have no hair.
Still.
You'll be in your coffin,
Yeah.
still waiting for.
But yeah,
Holding your
those are the new
PS16
releases
controller.
for this week. My PS16.
Alright.
No, what they'll do, they'll release it on the PS4 and then say, "Too bad, go find one that works."
You'll be playing your PS16, and they're gonna release the collection on PS4.
Yep.
Are we on to what we've been playing?
Yes. Go ahead.
Alright, Josh, you go first. Take it away.
Okay. Well, like Brett mentioned, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, have the review out. If you played it before, you'll still love it, and you loved it before, you'll still love it. And if you've never played it, it's still a great time to jump in if you're into tactical strategy RPG mechanics. It has sort of a great art style, great mechanics as far as gameplay goes. You control the army at first, and the other army can go. It's really intuitive, and yeah, it's just an awesome game. The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, I also played that. It's the DLC for the Binding of Isaac that finally came to the PS4, and
That took a long time.
Yeah, it just sort of like randomly came out of nowhere too, like just dropped. But yeah, it's awesome because it adds 500 new items, like totally remakes the graphics to look better, adds new music, new characters, new bosses. It's a complete package, and it's definitely worth $10 to pick up. Like I said, I haven't finished Uncharted 4 yet, and
Jesus.
I was gonna finish it this weekend, but I'm going on a camping trip, so I have to wait until next week, unfortunately. So that really grips at my heartstrings that I can't finish that yet. But don't spoil it for me, guys, or else I will make you have diarrhea for weeks on end. That's all I have to say.
How would you do that?
I
live
will
in a different country from you.
I will ship you a box of chocolates that you think are chocolates, but really are something else.
Now that you've told me, what are you gonna do?
That's my thought process right there, folks. But yeah, let's see. Dark Souls 3. It'll be interesting when we have a Game of the Year discussion, because those two games are definitely going to be at the top. I don't see how they can't be. Now, I'm having a hard time grappling which one will be Game of the Year for me, but I'm still going back to Dark Souls 3. I love that game, as you all know. And yeah, Himanshu, what have you been playing?
So I finished Uncharted 2. And then I played more Mega Tag Mansion. Almost done. Should have the review up by the time you're listening to this. Uncharted 3 finished. Uncharted 4 finished.
Uncharted week.
That's it. Yeah, Uncharted
You
week.
are all Uncharted out.
Yeah, and I never want to play another Uncharted game until the day I die.
You're crazy.
Well, there's
Is
no
that-
more being made, so
Every
you are...
game in that series is a 10.
Wait,
Okay.
he didn't play Golden Abyss.
Yeah, you missed
Yeah,
out.
I don't want to.
Oh, you did?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Get
Will
on.
I? Maybe someday. If it's free on PS Plus someday.
It was for like a year.
Oh fuck. Well, I missed that boat.
Whoops.
Anyway, what else?
yeah.
Is that it?
That's what I played. Looking forward to playing Ratchet and Clank. That's what I'm gonna play after
Yeah,
this now.
I want to play that too. Now that I'm getting to the end of my Uncharted 4 Platinum, so I'm all out of stuff to play, and I missed out on that big PlayStation 4 exclusive, so I need to go back and play it.
Yep.
Dead air.
Great
what
game.
Have you been playing, Brett?
Anyway, I think I'm losing you guys.
Nope,
It's
we're
possible.
still here, man. Tell us what you've been playing, Brett. Come on.
Okay.
You can do it.
I can't exactly make out what you guys are saying. I'm breaking the immersion that we're all in the same room right now, but we're actually all on the internet. Anyway, if you're listening on iTunes, you would have maybe thought we were in the same room.
But in reality, we're hundreds of thousands of miles away from each other.
Yeah.
With crappy internet.
Yeah, I just checked my internet, 0.78 download speed. I don't even know how this call is possible.
Gosh. How is your computer still running?
I don't know. Anyway, the Uncharted 4 multiplayer is awesome. I played a ton of that already. You guys play that yet?
I have not.
No.
I'm not a multiplayer person.
I really want to, though, because Uncharted 2 was my jam, man.
Yeah, I'm not much of a multiplayer person either, except when it comes to like Uncharted, The Last of Us, and sometimes I'll get on and play like Call of Duty a little bit with my friends, but that's just like a hangout session basically. But Uncharted 4 multiplayer is awesome. It's like a mix of Uncharted 3 and The Last of Us basically.
That sounds cool. I will say this, though, about Uncharted 4, before you move away from that. I love how it doesn't confine to RPG mechanics. Like, it's just a game you play. There's no leveling up.
Yes, I'm
It's
so glad they
refreshing.
didn't add any of that.
No,
Yeah.
I hated that. I hated that so much.
No,
like, I
I
was
cannot believe that you're saying
I
that.
was playing the game,
I
and
know.
all I could think about is
Oh
this
my
would be
God.
so
That
much
was the-
better if
That's
it was
such
Tomb
a
Raider.
Himanshu thing to say.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah,
That's what I
Uncharted
liked
that's
so
the
much
new
about
tag.
Tomb Raider.
Well, that's
Come on,
what
guys.
Himanshu said. No, that was the best. There's too many games that do that, and it was just awesome just to play and
You don't have to worry about
awesome
any of that
gameplay.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what.
You don't
made
have
it
to
so
worry
great.
anyway. It's just it's a good way to reward players who are smart like me.
Well, you can
and not
collect
like
treasures that do absolutely nothing.
No, I hate treasures. That's the part I
Can't you
hate.
buy
Is the
stuff?
treasures in the journals.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
thought you could
collect
buy.
them all.
Gotta catch 'em all. It's you
Oh my
and
god,
me.
it's infuriating.
Anyway,
You know it's my destiny. Pokemon.
I hate Pokemon too. I'll just put that out there.
hey, Pokemon.
I don't hate Pokemon.
Classic Pokemon is not even classic. Just anything on the 3DS
Brett,
I
where-
haven't gotten into.
Brett, where did you get this guy from? Honestly.
I don't know. I think I got him from
No, I'm just kidding, man. We love
from
you.
hell or something.
I just emailed him randomly, actually.
I don't even remember hiring Himanshu at all.
Christ, it's not
He
been
just-
that long.
He just randomly showed up.
I just showed up. I hacked
Just
into the
showed up,
Slack
yeah.
and I was here.
You just started writing stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, this guy, he works.
He
for
knows
this
what
side.
he's doing.
Anyway, Uncharted 4. The only thing that sucks about Uncharted 4 is that I was so sick playing through the whole game, so every time I think about it, I'm going to think about dying over my TV playing the game.
So you were like throwing up while you're playing. As you're trying to
Pretty
play.
much.
That's
Pretty much.
hilarious.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, other than that, I've been playing a game that we can't talk about yet, but Josh is playing it too, and it's Odin Sphere.
Oh yeah. Yes, the PS2 classic reimagined.
Oh my god, dude, it's something. It's
You
something.
have it on the. You're playing on the Vita, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome that you got 2 codes for it. I'm playing on the PS4, so it'll be interesting to hear like what the differences are.
Yeah. Anybody who's wondering, the review embargo is, when is it? Like the 11th?
It's 6/2, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's not that far. And
Yeah, it's not that far.
Josh will probably have his normal long written review. We'll probably turn it into a video review. And then I'll probably have a small segment in it just talking about the Vita version. The Vita deserves a shout
Yes.
out. It's getting a game, a classic.
It is a classic, by the way.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything about that. I don't want to get in trouble, but it's the review
They're
is
going
coming.
to come for us.
They
And
might.
all the listeners we have, and we have the guys from Odin Sphere
Sega's
listening.
watching.
Yeah.
Sega's watching. Don't
Hey,
mess
thank
this
you.
up
You
for
don't
my
want
Hatsune
anything-
Miku, guys.
You don't want to mess.
Don't
anything
mess
with
this
Sega.
up for me.
Anyone think it's so weird how Sega, they seem so irrelevant, but they're not. They're like publishing like all of our favorite
man.
games.
They have
Yeah.
their hands in almost everything. And unfortunately, they still make Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest games ever, Hatsune Miku and Persona 5.
Yeah. Hatsune Miku, no, but Persona 5, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Come on, man. Give me a little bit here.
I want to play them. I really do. I'm hoping that like they come free one day on PlayStation Plus. One of them.
What? Wait, what comes on PS Plus? I'm
Hatsune
sorry, I missed
Miku
it.
or whatever.
Hatsune Miku, because I'm not
I doubt
gonna
it.
buy it. I tell you that.
That's a game. That's a game that if it came on PS Plus, everyone would be angry because the people who like Hatsune Miku have already bought the game, and the people who don't like Hatsune Miku and don't care about it don't ever want to see it.
I would
Like
love that.
I would like to play it. I'm just not gonna pay for it.
If it ever goes on like super sale for like $5, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, that'd be worth it then too. Flash
Anyway.
sale.
Anyway, Himanshu is playing Hatsune Miku. Josh is playing
Odin Sphere.
Odin Sphere. I'm basically playing Odin Sphere and Uncharted 4. Let's move on to the next segment, which is Game of the Week / month. Uncharted 4.
What
Next
could this
topic.
be?
Yeah, I think that speaks for itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Dark Souls
probably
3. No.
we'll probably still do a spoiler cast for Uncharted 4. Hopefully tomorrow, and then it'll go live over the weekend. I don't know. Anyway, topic of the week is... What is topic of the week?
We decided this. Oh yeah, censorship in Japanese games.
Take it
Let me
away,
get nice and
Himanshu.
cozy with the mic.
Yeah, this
Angry
is your
bald
forte.
bastard.
So as some of you may know, when games come over from Japan, this terrible thing happens, and it's called censorship, where all of the best parts of the game get stripped out, or stripped up rather, or strapped up, is probably the phrase that I'm looking for, and hidden from our eyes, because apparently North Americans or Europeans are too childish. Triggered is another word. Incompetent to see these types of things, and I want to know, as two people outside of that sphere who is affected by this stuff, what do you guys make of it? I mean, it doesn't really happen to Western games, but if there is a game that you're looking forward to, like for example, a lot of Westerners looking forward to, what was that game on Nintendo? Something Fire Emblem, something, and it got really badly censored. People were super angry. Go cry somewhere else, Nintendo nerds, is what I say. But what do you guys make of that type of situation?
Honestly, every time I hear that something got changed or like altered when it comes to the US, I immediately feel less enthusiastic. Like I immediately don't want to play the game as much as I did.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I agree with you.
Like
it's like it takes the excitement out. Like why it's the vision, the developers, guys that make the game have their vision, and then they're just going to take it away. I mean, it might be something insignificant, but still.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
they made the game the way they want, and can't play it that way.
Yeah, and if there's one thing that I love about playing Japanese games, is whenever I play them, I get a sense of their culture, and I don't get that anywhere else. And whenever that's being stripped away, I feel like I'm playing a triggered version of that game.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. Like I was really looking forward to that Wii U like Persona-like game. What's it called? Now I can't remember. Project or like FE, something like that.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Cross.
Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm hearing that now they're like changing the way the characters look, which I don't really care about, but I do at the same time, just because I don't want to be a part of the group that buys that game after it's been changed when it comes to America. And a lot of people are saying that like the Japanese culture is in fact changing, and they're changing their ways, as well as like the US, like they're getting more triggered or whatever, but I don't see it that much. And I just want to play the real version of the game.
Yeah, I mean, to me, there's two sides of a coin, right? There's the part where it's, okay, this is straight up illegal here, which is the case for a lot of games like Criminal Girls, for example, where those girls are just simply underage, and you can't do that.
Yeah, but
here.
that's the thing. You just change the age.
Yeah, I know, and they did. I think they did change the age, and I know the girls in Senran Kagura have a different age as well. But the question that comes to me a lot is how, like, why do they feel the need that they need to like change this stuff when they look at a game like The Witcher that has like legitimate sex scenes?
Yeah.
And then they have a game like Senran Kagura, which is just like plain silly fun. It's like there's nothing really going on. You're not even showing a nipple. You're not really doing anything.
Well, that's the thing. It's the U.S. where we're not allowed to have fun anymore.
But I don't say that's all Australia.
I just don't get it. Where it's like, how does, okay, if we assume that, okay, we're not allowed to have any more fun, we're not allowed to show anything, then how do the Witcher guys get away with it?
Exactly.
Right?
They bury it in a giant, massive open world RPG.
Well, there were outcries for The Witcher, like Mass Effect and all these other games, like with these sex scenes. That,
yeah, but I feel like,
of course, Fox News or somebody's going to come on and.
I feel like with Mass Effect, with like the other games that got a bunch of crap, we were progressing as an industry. Like now there's sex in video games. There was sex in movies, sex in TV. So now it's in video games. That's fine. But now it seems like we're like doing the exact opposite. We're taking stuff out.
Everybody has to be
yeah,
offended.
where it's like,
you know,
we
that.
used to. I mean, okay, we put out a video this week for Yu-Gi-Oh, this Yu-Gi-Oh game on PS4. And when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, the TCG, we used to make fun of Konami for changing the way the art on cards, because the TCG couldn't handle a little bit of skin, where they would like cover up belly buttons, and like they wouldn't even show simple stuff like that. And like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are not erotic in any way. Like, no one is getting off to a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and yet they're changing all of these things.
I wouldn't say
covering
that
up belly buttons and things.
Someone somewhere right now,
Yeah.
staring at a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Adolescent 15-year-old.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just seems a little bit absurd to me that they're so scared of something so small, you know?
I don't know. I feel like there's the argument that it's objectifying women, which it may be true, may not be true, but I mean, why don't we just...
I mean, okay, if that is the argument, then Senran Kagura itself, like the game at its core, where you're stripping away clothes off of women, that is also objectifying women, but we seem to be, you know, looking the other way at that. So why can't we take it a little bit further, right? Why does the line have to be there instead of somewhere else? That's what I'm questioning. I'm not necessarily saying either person is wrong. I personally lean on the side where anyone should be able to create what they want. But what I want to know is why the line is specifically there for only Japanese people, it seems like.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Why does the ESRB target them with AO ratings as opposed to us?
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's like you said, the border, whatever, you know, what they think they view as inappropriate, we may not view as inappropriate. It's just, you know, the times are changing, and people just have to grow up with the fact that, you know, we need to progress as a society and stop living in the Stone Age.
I get that we're supposed to progress and not do all that, but at the same time, when is everyone supposed to have fun? Like, when can we just objectify men, objectify women, objectify anybody you want? Just, like, why don't we just allow it? Like,
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. That's progress to me, is not being a stick in the mud and, you know, letting it, you know, like with the public bathroom things and all that. It's just, it's progress, you know? I mean, and we still have, the U.S. still has this mindset, you know, America attitude, you know, of if it's wrong, you know, we gotta stay away from it. But
yeah, I mean, I completely understand where, like, certain, like, females come from. They, or even men. I mean, they get offended at seeing people treated as if they're objects, which is, like, yeah, it happens, but that's the thing, it's happened. Like, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not like it doesn't happen to men in a different sense either. Like, I'm going to write an article about this, and the reason I didn't bring it up earlier is because I was thinking someone might steal my idea, but then again, I doubt anyone would do that. I was playing Uncharted 4, and I was killing off all of these soldiers, and I was thinking, you know, Uncharted 4 does a great job at making really strong female leads in their games, right? We have Nadine, which is, again, not a spoiler, and we have Elena, not a spoiler. Very strong females. They do a lot in the story. That's fantastic. And it feels like those characters are well written and they belong in the story. That's great. But what I don't understand is when I'm mowing down 500 soldiers that are employed by Nadine, why none of them, not a single one, is a woman.
I didn't even think about that.
That's a good point. Yeah, now that you bring that up, that's a good...
Hey, you should write an article about that, or else I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I am going to write that, but like, it blows my mind because there's two ways to look at it, right? There's like, oh, that's the stereotype man, and he's just fulfilling what his role is in that video game, and that's fine. But as a society, we seem to be moving forward. We seem to have more women in the army, etc., etc. So why can't we portray that in video games? And if we did portray that in video games, how would the society see that? I mean, like, would a feminist look at that and say, this is wrong, we shouldn't be putting women in that situation? Well, doesn't that contradict exactly what you're saying is, allowing women to be in those situations?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm just the type of person who would play through Uncharted all the way to Uncharted 20, and it could be all dudes I'm shooting, I wouldn't even notice. That's the type of person I am. But
now the question is,
it.
if it's a female, would you shoot her, or would you feel a little guilty?
Right. So, I mean, I think that's really what it comes down to, is that all of these things, I don't know. All of these things at the end of the day don't really matter, and if we want to be equals, then we should be equals on all fronts and not necessarily equals, in some ways, and then giving a little bit leeway to one person in a different way.
Dude, I don't think no one's ever gonna be equals, no matter how much of the world tries to pretend like it's a thing. It's not. Like, even when I was just watching a video the other day of a girl like hitting like her boyfriend, like, quote unquote, it was like a staged act. She was like hitting him on the street and like yelling at him, and everyone was just laughing. And then they reversed it. They had the guy like pushing around the girl, and immediately like the world swarmed on the dude, and then they had to explain it was like a social experiment. I don't know. That was random, but I just feel like it goes hand in hand.
I mean, this stuff goes on everywhere. Right? We see it in more than just video games. We see it everywhere. But I guess the closing statement for me is just why. Like, why is everything like the way it is? I mean, what brings it to that situation? There's no judgment for me as a person for the way it is, but it's just simply questioning what exactly brought us here and why, and where does it bring us further?
Yeah. It's hard for me to get out my thoughts when it comes to topics like these, so I might have come across in some way I didn't mean to, but anyway, yeah. Josh, what about you?
Yeah, you guys hit on all the relevant topics. It's silly to think that games that they actually have to rewrite the coding and things like that just to release a game in the US. I mean,
like, I don't understand that, because the game in its other form still exists in the world. Like, you're just not seeing it. Like,
and you can import it. It's not really that hard.
Play Asia. Yeah, I mean, Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 3 or whatever.
I don't understand it,
because that's not even coming to the US.
Does Dead or Alive, does the developer of that really think they're gonna get more, like, crapped, like, talked about them than, like, GTA or something in the US? No one's gonna care, except the people on the internet. But other than that, like, it's just boobs.
Yeah.
I think
who doesn't want to see that?
What ends up happening is, I think for Japanese developers, the reason why they're scared, and again, I haven't spoken to any of them, I have no idea, it's just conjecture. But I think the reason is because they don't understand this culture, they don't understand our culture, they don't understand that these internet haters exist and that PR companies really don't like care, because it doesn't affect sales in any way. And I don't think they understand that because they're just not part of this culture. They just don't get it. They see just hatred, and they seem to think, okay, well, they don't want it.
I really don't think the internet is as big a deal as everyone's pretending like it is. We're going to really find out if the internet is as strong and powerful as they think it is whenever Call of Duty outsells Battlefield 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently it's the most disliked game on the world, but, I mean, that's going to change, like, obviously.
Yeah, of course it'll sell. We still hate it, but we'll buy it, you know?
The internet has no backbone.
No, that's why it's the internet. People can hide away and just voice their hatred without you knowing it's them, you know?
Without any repercussions.
You're hidden. Right.
Anyway. Are we done with the topic of the week?
Yeah, just as a closing thought, I mean, it's sad that game developers have to change the way that they want to make their games, regardless of whether it's Senran Kagura or if it's something like The Witcher. If a game developer or an artist or whoever ever feels like they are being
bullied,
shut down because of the way that quote unquote progressive thoughts are on the internet, it's kind of ridiculous. And I think that it should be like kind of taken into consideration, the fact that those progressive movements aren't exactly as sophisticated as one might think or one might hope. So yeah, that's about it. It's just, if you're an artist out there, like, just stick to your guns, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what most people on the internet think.
Right on.
Yep. I think Dead or Alive would have sold pretty damn good in America, but we'll never know.
I would have bought it.
It's mindless fun, which isn't a thing anymore. So
I played the first one.
Anyway.
It actually had good gameplay. So
all right,
but yeah.
On to highlight.
Awkward pause.
A highlight of an obscure PSN title.
And I will take this away because I reviewed this game, which it'll be out by the time this is up. But that's called Leather Quest Grimm's Journey Remastered, which we talked about a little bit earlier. It's a game where it's a word game, so like Words with Friends. It's basically cut out of the same fabric as that. You make words, but it has RPG mechanics, so the longer the word is, the more complex it is, the more damage you do to enemies. And it's pretty fleshed out with upgrades. You can buy potions, armor, weapons, new weapons that deal different effects. The enemies can actually poison your tiles, can make them stone so you can't use them, can swap them. It's really pretty awesome, and it's a very deep game for how cheap it is. And yeah, it's for the PS4, PS Vita. It's cross-buy, and it's totally perfect on the Vita because it was originally a mobile game. So
awesome
for the PC. So yeah, play it there if you can.
A buddy of mine, shout out to Curtis Slimmy. He is looking forward to your review. That's actually why I asked you about it. I think that was yesterday. I asked you what you scored it because he was looking up videos and he was thinking about buying it. So now we know he should buy it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and you can, like, if you have, like Brett, you have kids, it's perfect for that too, because learn how to spell. I mean, it's just a fun title to play. So I recommend it. Get it out. Pick it up.
All right. Well, I guess we don't have much else to say about that. Do you, Josh?
Nope. Like I said, just read my review, and yeah, I give it the thumbs up, the Josh thumbs up approval. So
cool. Give us a thumbs up, will you?
2 thumbs up.
Oh.
Damn.
Man.
Jesus.
It's going to beat Uncharted 4 as Game of the Year. Christ.
Yeah, that gets
right.
like this thumbs up right here. I mean,
jeez,
you
that's
just
a lot
take
of thumbs.
these
None?
just thumbs. Yeah. Yeah. That's Uncharted right there.
All right. What's
Sorry
everyone
you can't
working
see
on
this.
right now?
So I am working on the Mega Tag Mention review. I'm also working on this week's It Came From Japan. What else? I don't really know. I'm working on that article that I mentioned.
Now you are.
That's funny.
And I'm also working on a very special infographic video with Eric, so look out for that.
Awesome.
Cool.
Josh, what are you working on?
I have the Odin Sphere review that'll come out early next month. And yeah, I'm continuing up with the news. Yeah, that's about it right now.
Awesome. I am doing our weekly YouTube shows on Mondays. Every Monday, you'll see Franchise Chat. Right now, we're on the Uncharted series. We've already done 1 through 3. next episode we're doing Golden Abyss, and the one after that we're doing Uncharted 4. So by then you should have beaten the game, and then you should watch that episode. On Tuesdays, every Tuesday except today, we do top 5/top 10 videos. So hopefully we won't skip anything.
I tried. You see my list there in Slack? You can make a top 5 of top 5s.
Yeah. So every Tuesday is Top 5 Tuesday, and every Wednesday is my new video series called Should Have Been a Vita Game, which there's a lot of games out there that should have come to Vita, and I'm going to talk about them. They're like 3-minute videos, so you should go check them out. And every Thursday is the podcast that you're listening to right now. And then Friday is some guy I don't know show.
Yeah, who hired that kid? Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, really, jeez. Come on, Brett. You're letting people seep through the woodwork, man.
Basically. Alright, and I think I have a few codes that I wanted to give away on the podcast. So anyone who's listening, if you're listening to this episode and you're one of the first couple views, and you made it this far, I'm sorry, but you might be getting a free game.
Yay.
If I could just find where that is in the email.
You're gonna let down a lot of people, man. Come on.
Someone out there is like, come on, just give me the code.
Wait, what game is it?
Dude.
I think it's a game Josh reviewed. I'm still looking.
Doesn't even... Okay, so mystery game, folks.
I'm gonna find the email.
Just type this.
Until then,
in.
I watched the Jungle Book this weekend.
Oh, how'd that go?
That was pretty good movie. Almost cried 3 times.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. That game, that movie rather, I watched a lot as a kid. So, like, a lot. Like, I mean, hundreds of times as a kid. So, it hits hard.
Place. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
no,
fantastic movie.
It was a great movie. They really did a good job with it.
I'm going... Oh. What? Go ahead.
I was just going to say Baloo as Bill Murray worked incredibly well.
And my god, Christopher Walken?
Christopher Walken, yeah.
It was insane. I lost my mind. I'm like, no. When he started singing too, I was like, oh,
he stole the show right there. Yeah, it was really good. The CGI looked really awesome too.
Yeah, the CGI was insane. Like, I was actually worried going into the movie when I heard it was live action mixed with CG, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. But yeah. It really shows how far technology has come, how far CG has come, because it's like, there are points in that movie where you can't tell whether it's real or not. And it's not. Spoilers.
Oh yeah. I am still looking for this code. I'm so sorry. I screenshot it, and then I deleted all my photos, so now I don't have it. So I gotta go through. Josh, what have you been watching lately?
Well, like last week I said, Captain America: Civil War, Himanshu's favorite movie of all time.
I'm going to see that tomorrow night.
You are? Okay. That was fantastic. I loved it. Every time when I saw Spider-Man, I just had this dorky-looking grin on my face the whole time. Like,
is this did you watch it before or after we filmed the Spider-Man Hatred podcast?
That was before I saw it. Before,
okay.
So now, yeah, I have a new appreciation for Spider-Man. I think you should give him one more chance.
Nope. No, I'm not watching the movie. The last straw for me with Marvel was Ant-Man. I watched Ant-Man and I'm like, nope, never giving you my money again.
That was great.
Ant-Man was awful.
It was fantastic. That movie should not have worked. That's the thing.
It didn't work, actually. So, there we go.
So we're all blinded.
Yep.
The world is blinded.
Open your eyes. Open your third eye.
But yeah.
Yeah. Civil War sucks. That's why I asked on Slack, like, about Ratchet and Clank, whether I should watch the movie or play the game first. And apparently I should play the game first, so I'm going to rush through that. It's about 10 hours long, so hopefully I'll have it done by Friday, and then I can go watch that movie. if it's still in theaters. I don't even know. Maybe they canceled it all. They just burned all the tapes because of how bad it is.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. What I hear is just play the game. You don't even need the movie, which I'll probably rent it at the library or something when it comes out. That'll be
I don't know about how it's like in America, but in Cineplex theaters here, they have like this game that they play at the theater before the movie starts, where like you answer a bunch of movie related questions and that's it. And so like they ranked a couple of 4 video game movies, and it was like Pixels, another a couple garbage video game movies, and then Ratchet and Clank, and Ratchet and Clank got 4th out of all of them. And I was like, wow, how is that? Are you serious?
Wow. That's unbelievable. It isn't that bad. Come on. I think people are just as bad.
I think people are just caught up in the hate zeitgeist.
Nah, that's every day, man. That's why we got to bring the positivity, people. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's just like jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to hating anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's easier to hate than to love. That's the thing. But we're a society of love right here at PlayStation Enthusiast.
Enthusiast gaming, I would say. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of our sites are really positive.
Except for Himanshu with Spider-Man. Then
except me.
It's hatred.
Me, I hate everything.
You're just like this one speck of hate in our lovely flowery circle of love.
I'm the internet troll that seeped through the cracks.
Okay, who reviewed Night of Azure or Azure?
Oh,
yeah, that was Josh. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I like the progressive nature of it, of having 2 openly lesbian women.
Man, wow, why didn't I play this game?
Yeah, I know, this is right up your wheelhouse, man. But
what kind of game is it?
What's that?
Like, what kind of game is it? I'm not even sure.
It's a light RPG action game, pretty much.
Oh my god, I'm drooling.
Well, I'm gonna give it away right now. Himanshu, you can't steal it.
Damn it!
Alright. The code is 88EC76NA7ECN. Don't you write that down, Himanshu.
I've entered it already.
Our code's gone before the episode aired. How did this happen?
So yeah, let us know if you got the game. Please let us know. I would honestly like to know who got it.
Yes, that would be nice.
We've already done the randomness chat in the world, and we're just past an hour. So.
And
what?
That code is a PS4 or PS Vita code?
PS4. Let me double check.
I reviewed.
We should probably tell them before they redeem it, and then don't have the console.
Yeah.
Hey, if you listen to a PlayStation podcast, you better have a freaking Vita.
Hey, I listened to PlayStation Beyond, Podcast Beyond, for like 150 episodes before I got a PlayStation console. I'll have you know that.
Jesus.
Wow, that's dedication.
Yeah.
I listened to Unlocked for a while, but then I'm like, why am I listening to this?
Yeah, same. I would listen to Unlocked for like 45 episodes, and I was like, why am I listening to this again?
Exactly.
I listened to a lot of Unlocked before I got an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you have all 3 consoles?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lucky
I don't.
You.
I don't plan on it.
It's okay.
By the way,
I have my Wii sitting on the ground with a GameCube controller stuck to it.
Stuck to
because,
it? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, the only thing anyone ever plays on the Wii in my house is Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's all I play.
Yeah.
Literally the only Wii U game I have now is Smash Bros. I sold all the other ones.
That's why I didn't buy a Wii U. So I was just like, I can't play Project M on it. What's the point? Come on.
Hey Josh, is Knight of Azure cross-buy? Like, can you play it on Vita too?
Did it even come out on Vita?
It's
Let me just look this up.
No, it's pretty much like a AAA. I played it on the PS4. I think it's only for the PS4. I don't even think it is a Vita game.
It is it's all three actually.
Is it?
Oh wow.
PS4, PS Vita, PS3. Okay, well you got a surprise one.
Nice.
All right.
So there you go.
Awesome. I wonder if it's cross-buy.
I doubt it. That's not copyrighted,
highly
right?
doubt it.
No, that's not copyrighted. Hey, did you guys? No, we'll talk about it later.
Who? Koei Tecmo. Huh.
Himanshu's like, how have I never heard of this game?
No, I saw it. I saw the art too, and I'm like, oh, this is probably an NS America game. And then I never looked at it again. I don't know why. This game looks really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, but it's like a Dynasty Warriors game where it tires very quickly if you're not into that thing.
Oh. Oh no.
I'm seeing some graphics comparison between the PS4 and Vita version. The Vita version looks pretty rough.
Yeah,
Brutal.
like I said, I played it on the PS4. So
I think this may be it came from a Japan episode someday. So yeah, there's not very. I've discovered while I researched for this episode, there's not very many Japanese games on the PS4. It's kind of sucks.
You can do PS3 and Vita.
I know, but it's a pain in the ass to get that footage.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's ways to get it.
Yeah. But it's hard. Life's hard.
Thank you for listening.
See, here I am producing one show a week, and I complain that my life is hard, and Brett is like doing 4 or something. It's insane.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
It's really hard, especially when I don't have a script for Top 5 Tuesday.
Hey, I did last week.
You did. Anyway.
Hey, I tried one. You didn't want to use mine, so
we're gonna do that one
on you.
In like a year.
What, the Japanese erotica games?
Actually, we can't do that one until the Uncharted 4 single player DLC is over.
Right.
That's true. We can't actually do it until the single player. The single player DLC, if I remember correctly, is all free, right?
No, the multiplayer DLC is.
The multiplayer DLC is free. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. The best part
Fuck
is...
you, Naughty Dog.
Ouch.
Alright.
We love your
garbage
I'm
Uncharted games out of here.
You can follow me at BrettNLL on Twitter, and you can also follow PlayStation Enthusiast at PS Enthusiast. Himanshu, where can they find you?
You can find me at Senor Browncat. That's SenorBrowncat.
Senor Brown Bear.
Cat, actually. You messed that up on one of the videos.
Go try to
Made
find
me so
it,
sad.
someone.
That's hilarious.
Josh, where can they find you?
Yeah.
Wait, he was still going. I don't want to interrupt Himanshu here.
Yeah, tweet at me, say hello. My DMs are open, so if you're a developer, you can pop in there and we can chat. So that's cool.
Just pop on in there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Pop it. Okay, I'm at minus the Brant, MinusTheBrant. You can find me at that screen name on the PSN, and look me up, and we can play something.
Cool. Knights of Azure. The guy who got that code, play with Josh. I want to see that. That's a Let's Play. We should do that.
There we go.
Is it co-op?
I'll Let's Play. No.
I mean, there's two lesbian girls. It should have some co-op somewhere.
Single player, but it would be nice, especially if it was live.
Mancher's totally buying this game now.
I am actually going to buy this
sold you
game.
on it.
In about 3 hours, Himanshu will be a lesbian.
If I am not
Living
already.
his dream.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.